to think visibility just means being featured, being loud, or being the person everybody recognizes at a conference. But the voices you're about to hear from, they define it in a way that's a lot more real. And honestly, that kind of visibility, you can tell when it's real. It shows up in responsibility, not simply recognition. So I wanted to get out of the concept and into the moment. Tell about a time you felt truly seen, not just included, but supported and advocated for.
One of the moments that meant the most to me in my career, that would be when I was asked to step into a broader leadership role here at DECT during a really challenging time for the business. It wasn't just the responsibility, it was the support behind it from my CEO, right? It was one of those moments where it was, hey, we both agree that it doesn't have to be forever. And if it's not a great fit, I still trust you enough for this time being. And that means a lot, going kind of back to that trust. Leadership didn't quietly hand me that assignment. They made it clear they trusted me to lead. And that kind of visible sponsorship changes how a room responds to you, and it reinforces that you belong there. And for that short period of time, it really changed how I was able to interact in so many different spaces and in so many different rooms.
I had a boss named Scott Carver, white dude from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, where I'm from. We were working together, and I was invited to the table because I had a lot of vast experience in the area in which we were working, and I knew what I was doing. He knew what he was doing, and we worked in a way that it just worked. He allowed me to work the way that I do. He allowed me to be free. He allowed me to just do what I thought was best, even if it wasn't the way that he would do it, even if it didn't sound like or look like what he would have done. And I was able to be successful. And then he celebrated me in all of my accomplishments. He didn't try and beat me down. He didn't try and make himself look better. He didn't pat himself on the back like, oh, look at me, I hired Andre and he's doing great. And the only reason he's doing great is like, oh, I'm great because I knew that he should have been on the team. He didn't do any of that. He just ultimately rallied for me, celebrated me at all times, had my back at all times. And because of that, I had his back in one of the scariest moments of his life. Have his family's back, and took care of him in honestly something that could have been super devastating. And he's still one of my best friends to this day.
I know I'm probably one of 1,285 people who have the same narrative with the same person. But the first other black man that I met in the industry was Mr. Al Curtis. And he could have kept going up the escalator and pretended that I didn't exist. Or he could have circled back around because we were literally going up escalators in opposite directions at Government Fleet Expo 10 plus years ago. And, in his authenticity, he, caught eye contact, made eye contact, spoke. And, within the next few minutes, we were chopping it up. And man, what has transpired ever since. And there have been many times that Al has, found me and, just poured something very encouraging into my ear. Or even asked me questions. And I'm fortunate that he is in my daily orb right now. For any time I need to be seen, supported, or advocated, I know he's somebody I can call.